Hello everyone, and welcome to my Days of Our Lives official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Xander bellows for Kristen as he storms into the DiMera mansion. Good news! Rolf is now more convinced than ever that his formula will heal Sarah of her paralysis. In return, she wonders if he has some good news for her. With trepidation, Xander affirms that Sarah informed EJ that Brady was not the driver who struck her. Can we get the serum now, please? Kristen must first get assurance that EJ would withdraw the allegations against Brady. Xander takes the phone out of her hand as she dials her brother. Eric asks Sarah if she's covering for Fiona as the real hit-and-run driver at the Kiriaki's mansion. Eric reveals that he heard her and Fiona discussing a secret when she reacts confusedly. Sarah insists that's not what they were discussing, but she questions how one overheard exchange demonstrates that Fiona physically assaulted her. I hear there's more, Eric. In the square, Sophia interrupts a preoccupied Fiona to give her an update on her romantic life. Her crush on him and his girlfriend split up. Fiona sits down with Sophia to hear about her teenage drama, grateful for the diversion. But before Fiona even pretends to be interested, Sophia brings up Tate and Holly. After explaining her relationship to them, Fiona advises Sophia to forget about her previous drink order. Tate and Maggie converse on the bench outside the bar. Maggie uses her phone to speak with Holly, who is in Paris, while she sits outside the pub with Victoria's stroller. Tate joins Maggie on the bench when she hangs up. Maggie informs him that Holly is visiting her mother in Paris. He clarifies that they split up because he saw her looking for information about his father. Then Holly slaps Sophia for trying to defend him. Tate continues, Sophia also admitted she has feelings for him. Maggie finds it hard to think Holly would do anything like that. Maggie asks if the feelings are reciprocated in an accusing manner. Maggie is called by Holly before he can respond. Abigail suggests getting married as soon as possible in Chad's Parisian flat. She believes it might aid in her recollections of their shared life and love. After some hesitation, Chad accepts the proposal. Let's have one last marriage. Abigail gives him a concerned look as they kiss. Xander tells Kristen at the DiMera estate that EJ wouldn't let Sarah to retract. He is therefore not dropping the accusations against Brady. Kristen advises Sarah to either go straight to Paulina and inform her that EJ has gone rogue or to publicly retract her comments. EJ will arrest Sarah for making a false statement, therefore Xander is unable to carry out that action. He urges her to give him the serum nonetheless, saying that Sarah ought to be able to walk once more. Eric informs Sarah that Fiona and Brady were together the night of her accident in the Kiriaki's mansion. Fiona also made up the story that she didn't drink anything all evening and that she tried to convince Brady to take a cab home. He expresses regret for charging Sarah with lying. All that concerns him is Brady, and he doesn't want to lose him. As he walks away, Sarah's eyes dart thoughtfully. Sophia gives her arm a comforting squeeze in the square while she looks hurt at Fiona. Fiona violently clutches Sophia's arm in the square. She had better keep her mouth shut about that martini. Her relatives believe she is clean. If they believe anything otherwise, it will be devastating for her. You'll either be sorry or you'll keep your mouth shut. Fiona is told to calm down by Sophia. She refuses to disclose. Fiona makes her way away. What a bitch, remarks Sophia. Maggie answers Holly's call outside the pub, and Tate departs. Nicole apologized sincerely, according to Holly, and they are scheduled to meet again tomorrow. Despite her relief, she is still processing. Holly tells Maggie how much she loves her and expresses gratitude for her support. Maggie informs her that her father would be very pleased with her. As they hang up, Holly struggles with tears. Kristen declines to give Xander the serum at the DiMeras. A deal is a deal. He'll have to find a way to get EJ to dismiss the charges if he wants it. Xander makes a subliminal threat against Rachel and cautions that the DiMeras aren't the only ones who are capable of horrible things. Kristen growls, saying that if anything were to happen to her daughter, Rolf and his serum would vanish. Can we communicate with each other? Xander says, clenching his teeth, "Damn you," and turns to leave. In his Paris apartment, Chad is holding a phone up to his ear. Chad offers Abigail a credit card so she may go get a bridal gown in Paris. To find someone to marry them, he will place calls. Steve gives Chad a call after she departs. Holly spots Abigail at the Parisian cafe, and she gives Mark a call. Tate tells Sophia that Holly is in Paris as they cross paths in the square. Sophia seeks to resolve her mother's issues with her. Tate is taken aback by her concern. Holly is still Sophia's buddy, she claims. She wants for her to be happy. But Holly might have Tate all to herself if she stayed in Paris, which wouldn't be too bad. Maggie and Victoria are met by Xander outside the pub. He informs Maggie that Sarah's paralysis can be cured by Kristen, but she won't give it to her. Sarah has a flashback of Fiona driving while thinking about what Eric told her in her bedroom. She exclaims, "Oh my God," as Fiona approaches her open door. Certain things are simply intended to be together. There's Santa Claus in the North Pole, fall and pumpkin spice, burgers and fries, and in the case of Days of Our Lives, Kayla and Steve. The couple always finds their way back to one another, no matter how many times they are pulled apart. In the eyes of the supporters, the two are done. Nothing can ever truly separate them, and they are the best there is. Undoubtedly, there are instances where minor events like indoctrination, death, and brain chips temporarily separate the couple, but they always manage to reconcile. Furthermore, there's no question that they always will. Stephen Nichols feels completely in agreement with that. In a recent interview with Mary Beth Evans on SWON.com, he stated, "Absolutely, they're endgame. I would quit if they ever broke us up. I would stroll." Kayla settles into Steve while they're sitting at the foot of the bed. He puts his arm around her. Evans remarked, "That's extreme. That is excessive." "It's not possible," Nichols went on. "I'm being honest with you. That's exactly what it is. It simply must remain." When Evans thought, "Although I did have a little fun with Wally, Kurth, Justin, a couple years ago," he couldn't help but wrinkle his nose a little. Wally was thinking, "Oh, this is never going to be good," which is why it's hilarious. "I will never be accepted in this clothing by anyone." Additionally, Evans reminded Nichols, "But you were busy being Stefano," as he stammered forth protests. The actor who played Steve said, "Yay, it's true. I was clueless about what was happening. There was a chip in my head." Stefano suggests we live our days. Yes, they are referring to the notorious Stefano story, in which Steve attempted to marry Marlena after receiving Stefano's brain and essence implanted in him. Once more, though, that split was only momentary because Steve and Kayla are inseparable. We're very sure that nobody is going to end their relationship at this point, but let's hope that Stella will endure forever despite all the writing and production regime changes that take place. We want to make sure we never lose them or Steve and Nichols. Even though Kayla would accept Justin.